Okay, so I just want to make this little video about something that I was thinking about here. And I'm pretty sure that it's no fucking surprise to anybody, you know. I think it's one of those silent things that people don't say, you know what I'm saying? But all together you collectively believe you collectively know. You just don't say it. It's kind of like in that Scarface movie, how Scarface said, like, you know what I'm saying? You guys aren't good. You just know how to hide. And it gets me into this, right? How, I mean, it's probably like, well, I know it's like this in Russia, but I'm going to speak about America because that's where I'm at, right? So, people love to pretend as if they give a fuck about the homeless or give a fuck about. Look, the only way somebody cares about you being poor is if you're very close to becoming middle class. That's it. If you're not close to becoming middle class, they despise your ass too. But here goes the thing, right? I know for a fact that people truly despise the poor, which is why when I see these videos, these false fake videos, and even if it's not fake, why are you recording yourself doing it? When I see these videos of people giving to the poor, and you go into the comment section and you see everybody with their fucking honey ass words and shit, it really sickens me because I know deep down in their mind they despise that fucking person that has just been given that blessing. They hate that person. But they like to pretend as if they fucking care. See, this is one of the biggest reasons, it's one of the biggest reasons why I stay the fuck away from society. Because society loves to pretend a lot, right? Like, see, it doesn't give me any solace to know that if I ever did get out of my situation, all the love that I will receive for getting out of my situation will be fucking false, right? Like, it's no different from if you, well, I mean, yeah, being poor and not having money and being homeless is one and the same thing. So it's like that success story, right? Motherfuckers only love you when you are within their bracket. What is that bracket? It is the middle class, and it is the the elites, the rich, the higher class, right? But see, it goes deeper than that. Because like I said before, these classes are just concepts. They're constructs, right? And the people who are within these classes, these constructs, are actual individual people, okay? And a lot of them, the majority of them, like, trust me, I've met some people who are middle class and higher class who are decent people. They actually fucking care. You know what I'm saying? They care about people. But I have met even more people who pretend as they care, like they care, but you really see people shade on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, people think that motherfuckers be wearing a mask on the internet. And no, well, I mean, we already know that people wear masks in real life, right? So it's very hard to pinpoint unless you're like an empath or you just got intuition and you can just like sense some shit off somebody. On the internet, people make it known because you can find these same people who are in these heartfelt, I just gave 500 to the poor videos, and they're like, oh my gosh, if there were so many other people like you, this, that, and the third. And then you can go, I just did it. This is why I'm fucking making this fucking video. There was the person who was on one of these comments. Keep in mind, when I go through the comment section, when I go into the comment section, I can remember fucking channel names and fucking pictures of the channels and shit. I can remember that. I especially if I just saw the shit. I can remember it. Man, I don't know if it was a dude or female. I don't know who it was. But on one of these, I think the dude helped a homeless lady and her kids, helped her get off the streets or whatever. The person was all, you know what I'm saying, talking that good shit. Just talking that good shit. Like, oh man, this right here, yeah, and I can't remember what he said, but pretty much he was all like, yeah, this gives me faith in humanity type shit, right? You go to a video of this dude who was destroying he was destroying tents of the homeless man. He, Take two. He was destroying tents of the homeless. Okay, completely separate channel. But the dude who commented was the dude who was just commenting on that, or who the person who commented on this was the person who commented on the other video, the previous video that I was mentioning. And man, if I can only remember, pretty much he was in compliance with this shit. And like I said, that's why I made the comment, man. And I said, you know what? I wish you niggas would just admit that you guys, if the government today, because they really could. You know, I really believe that it's only God that is holding them back, because you see what they do now. They, believe it or not, they poison our food, they poison our water, they poison a lot of shit, right? A lot of this, when it comes to cancers and shit, is because of the shit that they put in our foods. But here goes the thing. I am pretty sure that if the government came on stage and told everybody, like, look, this is our hour of purging, or whatever the hell words they will use on the television. If they said, look, if you see any homeless people, if you see any poor people, and you know they poor, we need you to execute them. We need you to do something about this in order to make this country great again. My boy, do you understand how many people are going to take up on? It's going to be people who were smiling in your face, who you thought was such good people, who will be the ones leading the charge in your city. I'm trying to tell you, man, motherfuckers, people in this world love to pretend, man. They love to pretend. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is why I really don't go into public. I don't go into society. People tell me, oh, if you go into society, you'll have a different change of heart. You know what I'm saying? You will see something, you will see life from a different aspect. And it's like, okay, so what? You just think that I woke up one fucking day and I just decided, you know, fuck humanity? You think that I just decided this shit out the blue, out of my ass? It's like, no, it's because of the shit that I experienced, all right? Because a lot of stuff that I've encountered, experienced, sustained, you know what I'm saying, certain pains and shit, certain traumas that, although they're not inflicting me now, they've done their damage, okay? And within 2020, when a certain event happened, and I could see the bullshit of it, and I tried telling other people, I can't tell you how many times I was ridiculed, mocked, just some of the off-the-wall shit that stole. I remember I went to the hospital because I had still got this fucking, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what the hell it is on my leg. It's something. It's like makes my shit all fucking ashy and itchy and shit. I tried going to the hospital to get that shit checked out. Lady was not trying to help me. She looked at me with disdain, you know what I'm saying? Like you know when people are looking at you with those eyes and you can feel the tension type shit, like that's what it was. But it's funny that as soon as everybody stopped wearing the fucking masks, now everybody want to act. I told people this shit. That was in 20. I told people this shit probably a year or two ago. How it's funny how people want to pretend as if none of that shit ever happened. And for me, that's kind of scary. It's scary how, like, people can behave a certain way, especially, I mean, if you was around, which I'm pretty sure you was around for the 2020 event, and if you was one of the ones who was speaking out, you know how people got down. And then when all this shit is said and done, motherfuckers want to act like they never did it in the first place, as if they was never hostile and aggressive and belligerent and like just acting a certain way back then. They want to act like nothing ever happened. And see, that's what I'm saying. If they can do that over that, imagine what people can fucking do. Imagine what people can do and go on as if nothing has fucking happened, if they believe that it was a right cause. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like within this society, motherfuckers are being engineered and geared towards some shit. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna end this shit soon. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it's gonna happen. But if I sit back and I watch the media, if I sit back and I watch mainstream entertainment, you know, if I sit back and I just observe, I can pick up that these people that people who follow the mainstream narrative are being engineered towards some shit. If anything, they're kind of like fucking sleeper cells. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say sleeper cells, I mean like people who are being programmed to do some shit, and when they hear a certain phrase and when they're told to do it, they're going to do it. They're not going to think about it. And when everything is said and done, they're going to tell themselves they did the right thing so they will not have no fucking remorse. People think that this shit is a joke, but it's not a joke, you know? And who will be the targets? I'm going to end this shit soon. It will most likely be the homeless. It will be the poor. It will be conspiracy theorists. It will be anybody who has been talking against the status quo. It will be people who are considered undesirables and untouchables. Okay? It will be those people who are going to be feeling the brute of the force of I guess the full power of society. People, hey man, I figured this out a long time ago. Motherfuckers ain't ignorant about what's going on. It is just one of those keep quiet about it, don't say anything. We know, you know, I know, be quiet, don't say nothing. And they only let it shine on certain occasions. I'm gonna leave it there.